The designer here might well specify that the surface around this vegetable growing area is going to be a surface like a porous surface, but it's a crushed dolomite. And in order to do that, we might want to hatch it, and in order to hatch it, we have to turn the space into a closed polyline. So I've got part of the polyline, what will become a polyline selected. So individual lines have been selected now, and I can right click and join them. So we're almost done. We've got a polyline running almost around the whole area we want to hatch. When I pick this line through here, can you see the line extends on? So what I need to do is to break this line that goes through here. I need to break it at that intersection point. To do that, it's modify, break, pick the line that's going to be broken, which is that one. We're asked for a first point. I'll pick the intersection of those two lines, and for the second point, the same intersect. What that does is break the line up into two segments. There's the second segment there. So what I can now do is take that polyline, select the individual line, and join the two. So now I have a closed space that I can hatch. So let's do that. It's draw, hatch. I'll pick the line, right click, and I'll use a dot pattern. Some dots, a series of dots. I'll set always aim for a density around about 1 if you can, and you change the density by just changing the scale. That'll get us somewhat close. There's our dot pattern gone in. We need to reduce the pattern. If you see, I've just got a few individual pieces of it. So 1,000 was way too high. We'll try, say, 200 for our dot pattern. Maybe dropped to 50. And now we've got some dots representing that porous paved area. We might want to take the bins here that sit on top, and we'll use modify and offset and pick that line there, right click and say we're going to offset by say 90 mil, and okay, that point to the inside of this one. Now we've got two bins which hopefully sit on top. I'm not sure whether they do or not, but you know that by going tools, draw order and send to the back, we can pick that hatching. So now the hatching is at the back and the two bins are there. So you might want to label those compost bins and label this with some sort of M-text, multi-text, like we did up here for this is a piece of M-text or paragraph text, and that's the same sort of entity that you'd want to put in this zone to indicate that that whole area is paved with something like crushed dolomite to allow a porous surface, but one that works reasonably well as a preparation area for the vegetables.